Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here with my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Not much.
No. Just living it up, you know.
Man, it's been a whole day since I saw you last. Just came back from Cranfest.
It's lovely up there. Beautiful.
We got to spend the whole weekend together.
Yeah, Thursday through Sunday.
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful up there.
It was great, man. The weather was awesome.
Yeah.
We had a nice hotel right across the street from a golf course.
We sure did. Met some great people at the golf course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Ellen, if you're listening to this, you know, hope you like the fish seasoning.
Yeah, it was a good time. We got to talk to a lot of people about barbecuing and grilling while we were out up there.
Yeah, it was a lot of people up there for Cranfest. It was their 51st year, I believe.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it for 51 years, and they already got 52 scheduled.
I sure do.
Last full weekend in September. Mark it on your calendars.
They don't. A lot of people up there don't miss that weekend.
Exactly. They just come, already book it out.
Yeah.
Great to see a lot of our friends out there too, like David and An and Trevor from Rustic Oak.
Yeah.
You know, old-fashioned mixes, handcrafted here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they were right next to us.
They were, again.
That's cool.
Yep.
It's always fun to hang out with them.
Yeah, you get to go taste some old-fashioned mixes, and then you come over and taste some barbecue spices and sauces.
You know, it's a win-win.
It is.
Greg.
That's what we call win-win.
You need a drink while you barbecue. We've got you covered.
Yeah, got your old-fashions there, and then you go down to see our buddy John at the fudge stand, you know?
On the way
That's
out
for dessert. Yeah. Yeah, and we saw our other buddy John from Wisconsin River Meats up there, too.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and,
he restocked.
He restocked, so if you're in the Mauston area, you know, go and see him at Wisconsin River Meats, pick up some meats, and then also pick up some Burn Pit sauces. They got them out there now. All of them now. They were just doing, I think, the sweet honey, right? Or
no, I thought they had all.
Oh, they had all of them? Okay. Well, now they're all restocked.
Oh,
that's good.
They've got everything now.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Always good to talk barbecue with them over there.
Yeah, they
doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, they like to do every Saturday.
Yep.
Smoking Saturday. Or Saturday a month or something like that.
Yeah, during like the warmer months, you know, spring and fall or whatever.
Spring through fall, yeah.
Yeah, I think they got one more coming up, they said, and maybe they're going to stop for the
shut it
season.
down.
Yeah.
But yeah, they like to do different things. It sounds like, man, like he was saying, you know, there was one day where they sold out of all their stuff within like 45 minutes.
Yeah, like they get a lot of vacationers and boaters up in that area.
Campers?
A lot of lakes in the area. So he's like, you know, they did a bunch of, what was it, pork, like ribs and brisket and potato salad or something like that. And like there's a line out the door, you know, before they even open, you know, all around the block. And within the first 45 minutes, they're gone. Everything was gone.
It takes longer to cook and prep and everything, man.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the goal, right? You don't want to have any left over, right?
Yeah, but 45 minutes, that's I find a happy medium, Greg.
I know. I think what he say, somebody came in, like they start at 9 or something like that. They start selling at 9, and somebody came in like at 11, and they were sold out. And the next time, they made sure they were in line beforehand.
They were one of the first ones in line, he said, yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Learn from your mistakes, you know.
Sure. But maybe we'll get up that way. You know, we were talking about maybe collaborating a little bit, so you know, using some of our rubs and seasonings on some of their meats and stuff, and getting out there and doing some tasting. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's always a good time seeing those guys from Wisconsin River Meats.
Yeah.
And they do have a couple stands up there too. And I was actually inspired this week since we got back. Obviously, it's been a day, but they had their breakfast burritos.
They were huge.
They're like 2-pounders.
They're great.
That
they
people were walking by our booth and they were selling them. So that inspired me to do some breakfast tacos when I got home.
Were yours as big as those
Oh,
ones?
no. That's too much, man.
4 eggs in it.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'd have to cut that up and divvy it up for the family. So that's why I decided just to do the tacos, because obviously it's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I don't know, man. You and I could have split one of those.
oh, man. And still had some for lunch.
Yeah.
People just gnawing at that thing all day.
Yeah, one guy was walking by and like he had a drink in his hand and he had that and he like said something to his wife and his wife's like, well, then do this thing. He's like, well, I'm eating the paper. You animal.
Don't eat the paper.
Yeah.
Must have tasted good.
He was going to town.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
yeah,
geez, man.
Mm-hmm. And we got to see quite a bit of people that follow us come up that way. Some of them make it like an annual trip as well. So we got to meet some people that listen to the podcast and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, that kind of stuff. So that's always a cool deal. Like, get to talk and barbecue with those folks, see them come up again and talk and come up and just restock, you know. So yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, man. A lot of repeat people who came up and the same thing. Like one lady had like just like a list of places she was going to,
and we were on it.
We were on it. Like, I need the pop smoke. The pop smoke.
Nice,
like,
nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So we appreciate all those people coming back, and then all the new people that we got to meet. That's
Yep.
It was a good weekend.
Beautiful weather too.
It was 10 times better than last year, Greg. Last year we were swimming.
Right. Yep. That's for sure, man. So do you remember any conversations that you had with anybody? Any interesting ones about barbecue or grilling?
Yeah. So there was one kid, and like it was like him and his dad, maybe his grandpa too, I don't remember. But it's for sure him and his dad, and they came up and like, oh dude, we love this stuff. And you know, and they were buying stuff, and the kid was telling me that he loves our the QRF, our bold traditional barbecue sauce, and he loves making slop with it.
Slop.
And I was like, I didn't really know how to take that. I was like, tell me more about this, man. What was he like? I don't know, 15?
Yeah,
maybe 16.
Yeah.
Maybe
teenager.
Yeah. And they, it was like ground beef, baked beans, onions. Like, they call it slop. And he's like, yeah, we just put all kind of maybe potatoes too. Put all this stuff in like a cast iron essentially, and just
cook it up.
Yeah,
meat good,
beans good,
sauce good.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
there you go, man.
Yeah.
That's write that down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was cool, man. I was like,
Burn Pit slop.
Yep, delicious recipe right there. Let's see, man. What else did we talk about?
So we talked to I'm trying to remember his name, but his wife had a booth, a Tupperware booth. I got his name because he kept emailing us saying, "Hey, you guys going to be out there? I need to restock." So, but he was mentioning like he cooked for his
own wedding.
Yeah, and Troy stopped by and he cooked for his own wedding, and like it was like 45 racks of ribs or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then once he said like then he cooked for his groomsmen dinner the night before too. Yeah,
man, nothing like that's really getting away.
Yeah,
doing what you got to do to stay away from people. I like that.
Yeah. So he was cooking, like he was smoking up a bunch of stuff for all of his guests at his wedding. He was talking about some baked beans too.
Did baked beans?
How did he do them? What did he say? Kind of like,
yeah, I mean he
doctors him up a little bit.
Yeah, I think he'll just buy like the traditional like bush beans, you know, and he'll just play with it from there, which I love. Like I know I do that, especially if I'm throwing them out on the grill and stuff. I mean, it depends on the day, I guess. Sometimes I'll keep it simple, but other times, yeah, man, I love doctoring the baked beans up, and he said too his reasoning for that was like, well, it's a lot simpler for me than, you know, having to wash them and do everything myself, and I can just grab it, throw it in a tin pan, doctor it up myself, and then run. And heck yeah, something to be said about keeping it simple, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you're cooking for like large scale. I mean, because he does some catering and stuff. He said too, and
just telling us he gets his ribs by the pallets.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of ribs, man.
He's got some friends out over there, so. Yeah, no, that was a great conversation. Got to talk to him for a little while. Talked about what he was doing, what he was cooking up, and what he was seeing kind of in the barbecue scene too. Because he kind of gets around up in that area, like going to like
different competitions
and stuff where he gets it. Like he's not competing, but he goes to try and sample what's going on.
Sounds like he shares his opinion on it.
Yeah,
too.
sure does. Yeah, yeah. Yep. So I mean, he's kind of a dry rub guy, and sauce on the side, and not too much. He wants to taste the meat and the rub. That's like can't blame him.
No, absolutely not. It's the whole point, right? So yeah, man, it was cool talking to him. He had a lot, like he cooks a lot and stuff. It was what did he say? How many smokers did he say he had? Like 4?
Yeah,
5?
something
like that.
Big enough to do like 45 racks of ribs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, man. Who else did we talk to? What else did we talk about?
A lot of people from listen to our friend Bill Michaels on the Bill Michaels show here in Wisconsin.
Cool.
Yeah, we run a small ad on his radio show that airs once a week. We've been doing that for almost 2 years now, and every time we're kind of up in that area, central Wisconsin, because he's broadcast throughout the state, but like he has a pretty big following in that central Wisconsin area, and they come out en masse, and they always stop by and talk to us and say that to hear about us on the Bill Michaels show all the time, and so we appreciate that. You know, listening. If you're listening here, you don't know who Bill Michaels is, go check him out. Listen to
the Big Unit.
The Big Unit. He's talking Wisconsin sports. So a lot of people stop by and say, "Hey, that was cool." Anything interesting that you saw? People were eating, because there's some, it's kind of like a festival, and there's like they got the carny food and stuff like that, but they also have a lot of kind of unique type of cranberry-esque, cranberries jubilee. Yeah,
a lot of people crushing those.
Doing those.
A lot of people crushing those. We saw, what was it? I think one of the weird ones, man, was I saw a lot of people eating the maple cotton candy.
Maple cotton candy from the Maple Dude.
Yep. He had his pants on.
He sure did.
So,
man, he's got I'll say, he's got a cool operation.
He sure does, dude.
Dude, he's got like a nice, the branding's on point. This is the Maple Dude. He's a dude. He does maple stuff.
Maple, like a lot of maple syrup, obviously, but he had like ice cream. He had
suckers.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's got like maple suckers.
He had the
cotton candy.
I really like the different bottles that he has.
Yeah.
So he had 3 or 4 different bottles like that I saw. Like one was kind of like your traditional big giant tub.
Yeah.
Like that you see at the stores all the time. Then he had one too that was like in the shape of a leaf or a glass, real nice container. And then another one that looked like it's like a gas can.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
It's like lighter fluid.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
So that's cool, man. He's got some cool stuff. But yeah, I like the idea of a maple cotton candy.
Yeah, yeah.
Threw me off, but tons of people
he's got like a maple soft drink too. People were crushing those because it was a little hot out there. Stay cool. It's a good time because we get to see people up in that area that we don't normally see down here. The angry tomato guy with his salsa. He always does well out there. What else? Just the goat's milk, the premium.
That was goat soap.
Goat soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was soap.
Soap. The Minnesota marshmallow.
Milk was a bad idea.
Yeah.
The Minnesota marshmallow, yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of cool different
candy.
types of vendors. Candy. Yep.
We had, what was the lady across from us? Did she have is it fudge?
Flavored fudge in tubs. They're like
little tubs.
Like 5-ounce tubs or something like that. And a bunch of different flavors.
I mean, thousands of colors, it looks like from our side.
Yeah. And then our buddy Steve from Java Twist, who's got the coffee-infused drinks and stuff like that. So always good to see him out there. And our friends from Prairie Junction Farms with their toffee. This was their first time out that way. So,
and then Big Cot Candle, those guys.
Man, yeah, so many people. You know, our fair and festival friends.
Yeah, man,
we get to see them all over.
Listen to that. We just named 10, 15 people that we knew.
Yeah.
Huh.
Man.
Maybe we are one step above Carter.
We all travel around together in groups.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, where are you going to be next?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, we'll see you up there.
See you up there.
See you up there. Yeah, we'll be here too.
Yeah. Where you staying? Camping out?
Yeah. Sleeping in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Us too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk some food, man.
Okay.
So we were together all weekend, so I know you didn't grill over the weekend. Did you do anything from the last time we talked? Those few days?
I did, before we had left, I did some pork steaks. And then I saw this thing, man, where it was like potato wedges.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, well, I could do that. I've never done anything like that before. But, I mean, it was, I don't even know. I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw it and I was like, I think they just kind of cooked them on like the stove or like in oil or something. Basically making like almost like big French fries, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'll do that on the grill and smoke those. Super simple, man. Like I didn't even watch. I just saw them, so I was like, well, that's easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some potatoes that we needed to cook anyway.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do some pork steaks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that'll go well with those.
Sure.
It's a win-win. So I cut the potatoes in half and then just kind of did wedges from that.
Okay.
So maybe like cut it two, 3 more times.
With like 1-inch wedges or smaller than that?
They were long. I cut them like, yeah.
So lengthwise, long
yeah.
way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So more like fries.
Yes.
Okay.
Like wedges.
I would say those are fries. I wouldn't say that's a wedge.
But they were thick.
Thick.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just say thick cut fries.
The potato wedges.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
So then I put them in a bowl.
Yeah.
A little bit of oil, and then season them.
Yeah. And throw them out there on a cast iron?
No.
No?
Put them right on the grates. Did indirect heat. Just smoked them.
Smoked them. How long were you smoking for?
Like half hour, but I kept kind of touching them to feel like when they were soft. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of put them over just for like a quick second to kind of crisp them up just a little bit.
At the end, yeah.
But yeah, but not even like real long at all. And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to crisp them up too much. And I pulled them.
Okay, then what?
That was it, dude.
That was it?
Yeah, super simple.
Ketchup, ranch?
No. Nobody used any ketchup. Nobody used any ranch. So it's used a new seasoning that we're kind of testing out right now.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think?
I told you the kids they didn't use ketchup and ranch. Tells you everything right there.
Okay, all right. It was
good, man. Yeah, it was good.
Kid approved.
Super simple though, because they were because I cut them long ways and they were thick. I didn't worry about them falling through the grates, and I just let it run. And I seasoned the pork steaks with the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Hot and fast, or did you smoke them all?
Yeah, no, hot and fast.
How big were these pork steaks? Like an inch?
Maybe not even
half inch.
They were ones so when I got that giant tenderloin.
Mm-hmm. You cut them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So I cut those up and put them in the bags in the freezer. And so I kept, man, I think I got 3 bags of the pork steaks, 2 bags of pork chops, and I have 2 more bags just of kind of the tenderloin, big pieces to play with later on.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, all right, well, I've kind of been watching some more people do stuff like that where they're cutting, they're just getting these big chunks of beef, right? And then they're just making their own steaks out of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to buy the big cut. And it's well, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They're yeah, I've got 15 steaks out of this.
Yeah.
It's all right, cool. Well,
save a little money.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of having the butcher do it, you do it yourself.
Right.
So all right. So yeah, I want to try it out. I've been seeing some stuff with that lately.
And you just used your Weber.
Yeah.
Kettle grill.
Yeah, for that one I did. Yeah. Yeah, and then and we were watching the Lions play Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled out some wings and made some homemade mac and cheese.
So were these wings frozen or were these you cut them up?
They were just frozen.
Frozen wings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You defrosted them.
Yep.
You grilled them or smoked them?
Those I did on the Weber, and I did indirect. So smoked them for about a half hour, and then I put them over and crisped them up.
Just using the new seasoning too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we're kind of testing some things out, and you've been kind of testing some things out. We're like, hey, let's play. Let's continue to grow and get better. I've been reading a lot of stuff and trying to, try new things. Greg, get out there a little bit more, and it was solid. It was a solid cook. I had gotten, just kind of some a buffalo sauce. If the kids I let them pick it out. Hey, what do you guys want on the wings tonight? And they tried it and they just went with the dry.
No didn't sauce. Even need no sauce.
No sauce.
Wow.
No ranch.
Woo!
Yeah.
Then we might have a winner back.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
And then I seasoned the mac and cheese with it too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing, like I told you, I was kind of trying out a new recipe, and you use, typically what I've been doing like in the past is where you do like some butter in the flour.
Yeah.
And I've liked that, but like it almost gets kind of chalky. Have you ever noticed that? Like, do you do
butter in the flour? What?
Yeah. So you do like butter and flour, and then you kind of
make
add
a roux.
Yeah. And you kind of whisk it until it turns into like that paste, right? And then you slowly add like the milk and then the cheese and all that. So it's super simple. It's really not too bad. But like, again, like it always kind of got almost like chalky.
I never had that experience.
I don't know, man. So I tried something new. I saw a recipe that it calls for you use like cream of chicken soup.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. And it was awesome.
Instead of that, and then you just add the cheese and butter to that.
And milk. You still use like this called for like a little whole milk, and I use like a little half and half. It was like a 1 cup of whole milk and then half cup of like creamer, heavy cream. I just went half and half on it. And then I used some sharp cheddar, some Colby Jack, and pepper jack cheese. And I was reading in a book too, man. It said like when you're doing this, don't use the already grated cheese. Like get the brick and you grate it yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Because that has the cornstarch in it, and to keep it from clumping. Mm-hmm. So this helps create like the sauce.
So this was homemade mac.
Homemade mac, man. I use little shells.
So how did you feel like the cream of chicken soup took it up a notch, or could you even tell?
I think it helped keep it creamier, man. Like everyone crushed it. They said this is the best mac and cheese that we've done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I said, I used the new seasoning like in the sauce, and then I did a little bit on top as well.
And then you put it on a smoker?
Yeah, this one I did it on. So I had the Weber going with the wings, and then I had the vertical smoker going for the mac and cheese.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, super simple, easy. It was great, dude.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, cooked for like, I don't know. I did it like did it for 15 minutes, stirred it up, and then made it like another 15 minutes. And I saved a little bit of the sauce to drizzle on again towards the end, and then just let it ride for another like 5 minutes, sprinkle some more cheese on top. And
that's great, man.
Yeah.
Any leftovers?
Yeah, I did it in like a big tin pan.
That's funny. None made their way over here, so I thought it was all gone.
Yeah. Weird. Imagine that. So,
yeah, imagine that.
Well,
big guy's got to eat.
I know. I was with you all weekend.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
Jeez. Well, you obviously not too worried. You didn't bring me any food today.
I brought you bananas and apples over the weekend. So.
Yeah, I know.
Crushing vegetables.
Bird food.
I'm putting vitamins in your food.
Worried about you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I pray somebody's got to worry about me, I guess. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad it turned out well. If you ever, when you're out there cooking, taking pictures or anything, you can always, go onto the social medias and go over to our pages and our group page, where we have people that, actually want to see the stuff that we're making. You can put that out there.
I don't know if I have my logins for social medias.
Well,
I think I've been kicked out.
When you run a business, sometimes you gotta take one for the team, and
yeah, man. Sometimes I'll get there.
Okay, well, maybe in the next 4 years.
Maybe by the time we retire, I'll figure it out.
Man, think about how fast we would grow if we had double of
our pictures and stuff.
Yeah, out there.
I always send you pictures, and then you never get them, or you never say anything. So
you never tell me, like you send them to me.
Well, what do you mean? How would I? If I text you and then I text you saying like, "Hey, I sent you a picture,"
no.
If you don't read any of the text,
upload them to the Google Drive, and then, I put a bunch in there. What are you gonna tell me?
Here we go, man. Did you get out and grill?
Man, I did. I told you I didn't. I didn't. I was inspired by the breakfast burritos, so I busted out the cast iron.
So you did the eggs and everything in the cast iron?
Yeah. So
sausage? What'd you do?
No, man. So I had the bacon. So I got some thick cut bacon and
Oakwood,
hickory smoked, because nobody ever smokes, with post oak bacon. No, hickory smoked. So thick cut, So I had a couple slices in there. So I put them in there, rendered it down real nice, get it nice and crispy because I wanted to chop them up. Put them in.
All right, that's what I was going to ask you. You chopped them up after you cooked it.
Yeah, so I cooked it.
Nice, I like that.
Cooked it and brought them out, let them cool, but I had all that grease in the pan still. So guess what I did? Some potatoes. So,
oh man, yes.
So these I got a big Wisconsin potato. You know?
What like yellow potato?
Yeah, kind of yellow potato.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yep, classic. And so I cut that into like 1 inch kind of wedges. Actually, a ½ inch, I'd say. So smaller wedges, not like the long ones like you were doing.
It went big.
Yeah, so I was going kind of bite size. So I cut those up and threw them in the baking grease to crisp up.
Did you season them?
I did with our Memphis style pop smoke.
Ooh.
Oh man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So I got those going. I was, maybe 5 minutes, because it didn't take long because these are smaller bite-sized pieces. I wanted to crisp them up, get them nice and soft. So,
did you go kind of higher heat?
I went medium
up on the outside.
Medium, because the cast iron retains heat really well. So I kind of dropped it down a little bit, medium to low heat, because it was still firing pretty good
from the bacon.
Yeah, from the bacon grease. So I was like, crisping up this bacon or these potato kind of wedges, bite size. And once I got to a point where I felt like they were still nice and moist inside, but then I had a nice crispiness on the outside, I scooped them out of there because I wanted to keep some of the bacon grease still in there. Mm-hmm. So I scooped them out and I set them aside, and then that's when I put in my scrambled eggs and used our garlic seasoning ground pounder on those. And I cooked those in the bacon grease. I did it all, get it all in there, and. So then at the end when the eggs were done, man, so I got a big bowl and I put the eggs in there. Then I put the potatoes in there, and then I chopped up the bacon, so like bacon bits, and I put that in there. And I just mixed it all around. Got some flour tortillas, and
like medium size, or did you go
the smaller ones?
Taco size,
yeah. So smaller ones because that's what we had.
It's street taco size.
Yeah. Yep. And I scooped out. A couple scoops on each one for the boys, and then put a little bit of shredded cheese on there, and I let them kind of do what they want to do after that. Whether that's, put some hot sauce on there.
I was going to ask what they went with.
Usually hot sauce.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll just eat it plain. But so I was inspired by our friends at Wisconsin River Meats, and that's what I did on Monday morning when I got home, and I like that, making breakfast for the boys. So, but man, I'll tell you what, like I just been crushing breakfasts.
How many? Like, did you have any leftovers from that?
No, because
you finish it off.
I finish it off. Yeah, yeah. So like Owen eats 2, Everett will eat 2, and then Crosby will have 1, right? And so then whatever leftovers is, then I finish it off
for the big guy.
Yeah.
How many you had 4?
Yeah. No, I think I had like 1 because I only did like 3 eggs and then 1, 2 pieces of bacon. So like I'm not going for leftovers, so I just want to do enough so I know it's going to be taken care of.
Sure.
And let me tell you, man, it's good. Like, I'm glad I saw that. Like, I've been thinking about trying to do something different. Like, I'm, making breakfast for the boys each morning, so I try and do something a little bit different each day. We have our staples, bacon, eggs, sausage, eggs, whatever, and then, pancakes or waffles. And so always trying to mix it up a little. So I'm glad I saw our friends over there. And I got some potatoes the other day when I was at the grocery store because I didn't know what I wanted to do with potatoes, but I wanted some. So okay. Now I knew what to do with them. Put them in there. It was real good. And no leftovers.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's one of those things you can do in the cast iron, on the stove.
We did it.
You did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done it with, I told you, we've done it with chorizo.
Yep.
We've done it with the little, like, smoky links. I've cut those up. And done it with, when we did the breakfast on the cast iron, my wife had asked them one day, like, hey, let's do breakfast tomorrow. I'm like, all right, hey, sounds great. But yeah, I did smoky links, potatoes, onions, some green pepper, I think it was red and yellow peppers, and eggs. I love it. And then I like throwing the shells like right on the grill too.
The tortilla shells, not the egg shells.
Not the egg shells.
Got it.
Not the egg shells, Greg. That would be silly.
Yeah.
Good question though.
No, thank you. You all make sure, Yeah, you could throw the tortillas right over the heat. You got to watch them a little bit so they don't burn. But yeah, it gives a nice flavor.
Too, man. If they like bubble like that, and you touch them with your hand, and all that steam comes out, it's pretty hot.
Yeah. Grill tip from Ben.
Yeah.
Don't touch the bubbles.
Don't
with your hands. That brings me to, like, we had a lot of people looking at our gloves because we got the grilling gloves now. People always looking for a nice pair of grilling gloves, but a lot of people are talking about kind of using something that they could use to shred or, pick up wet meat and stuff like that. So
I mean, I use ours to pick up.
You can, yeah. They're washable. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it what they're talking about, something that's easy to clean, just rinse them off and
yeah.
But yeah, man, so that's what I did. I got the cast iron out again. That's kind of what I've been doing a lot of, is using the cast iron. Going to be doing some tacos later on.
Will you do those in the cast iron?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That reminds me, I had some leftover chicken, so we did ravioli last night. So
with chicken?
Well, in the sauce. So you get the frozen ravioli. It's already made, and then I wanted to do something a little different, so I got the cast iron out again. Chopped up some leftover chicken that I had, put it in there. Crisp it up just a little bit, and then put the marinara sauce in there with it. Nice. Let it simmer for a little bit. Put a little bit of our garlic seasoning in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get ravioli's done. Scoop the sauce with some chicken in there. And
what kind of ravioli you go?
Like just cheese? Traditional, yeah.
Is it like 4 cheese or I don't know?
I don't buy it. It's whatever.
Okay.
The kids like. So
I can't tell you last time I had ravioli.
Yeah, it's a kind of a staple here
because
it's super simple. Like you get it frozen, and
yes,
you pop it in like hot water, and it's done in a few minutes.
Sure.
So it's one of the things that's real simple, and it's easy to do when you're kind of running around all over, like during the weeknights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
just like that ricotta cheese in there.
Yeah. It's like the 3 cheese or whatever one. I know they make ones with like meat and stuff in it, but we don't get that one. We keep it simple, and then, like I said, when you're looking to doctor something up, man, I was like, what do we got in here? It's
need meat.
Yeah, got some leftover chicken. Let's chop that up and get the boys some protein in here too with that. Yeah, and it was good. No leftovers there either. Made a full pan.
We'll do like the tortellini sometimes.
Yeah, those are good too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. What else? You got anything planned coming up?
Well, you gave me some of that rub, and I've kind of running through my mind with it. Like, we're doing tacos tonight, so I might pull out, if I have an extra thing of ground beef, to do some burger patties, because I think that would be really good on beef.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try that out. But I'm up in the air right now. It's great, man, because we have some time now, because we got probably about 2 weeks before our next kind of event.
Mm-hmm.
We just got our inventory in, so we got a lot of downtime that we don't have to be running around doing a bunch of stuff. So it'll give us some time to play around. And it's supposed to be nice here in Wisconsin, so at least for the next 10 days, I think we got a nice stretch of weather. So
yeah,
and I got plenty of charcoal left over too from the summer, so that's good. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on.
That's kind of where I'm at too. I mean, we're leaving. We're heading to Michigan, see family for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what my dad wants to cook anything or not. Kind of leave it up in the air.
Is he hunting at all? Do you know?
I don't even know if he's gotten out yet. I don't know.
All right. Fair enough, man.
We did talk to, man. I will say this. That was one that I wanted to bring up too. A cool conversation we had with the lady from the
I was
Lions
just thinking
Fest.
that.
Or not Lions Fest. Lions right next to us. Or 2 down, I guess, from us. But she was saying that she shot a deer.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
she was doing like a bunch of stuff. She talked about doing.
She talked about jerky. Was
bacon.
Bacon.
Using like
venison bacon.
Venison bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember. I think she got the sweet heat that she was looking to put on that. And she said she does like a half and half mix of like ground venison and like ground like sausage.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts in like just a square tin pan, mixes it all up and like pats it down in there and then just like smokes it, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, well, I didn't really know.
So she smokes it, but then I imagine like then she processes it, right?
Well, I don't know how she makes bacon with it. Right,
it's ground and ground.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. So,
maybe.
But it was cool. Like, I'm glad she talked to us about that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was kind of busy, so I didn't really have a chance to ask too many questions about it. But I was like, venison bacon. I think that's the first that I've heard about that.
Yeah. I have to look that up. I know you talked to her a little bit more than I did. But we had those 2 ladies from the VA hospital up there too. It's like they go down to Florida.
Oh, one lady fishes. Yeah.
Quite a bit. So they were looking for a fish seasoning as well, something to try out. So, yeah, man, just some cool conversations and stuff like that. And I think we got to pick a winner here, man. What are we doing this month? This is October, new month.
October.
Q4, man.
Yeah.
2024 is almost over. Jeez, can you imagine that?
No, man. Hard to believe we're in October and Halloween's just around the corner.
Yep.
Let's see, man. What, I know we kind of decided what we're going to do for November, but I don't think we talked about what we're going to do for October.
Maple whiskey, is that what we're doing?
For
November.
For November.
Okay. All right. So we just got a restock of our shellback and our downrange.
The 2 new ones?
Yeah, the 2 new ones. We can do that one again. We got those handy.
What about, what if we do downrange and pop smoke?
That's a good combo.
It's a great combo. Those are, I'll be honest, man, like lately,
those are like
2 of my favorites.
Those are like fall flavor-esque, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Ones you can really play with.
Yeah.
I think that's, when we're out at events like those 2,
those move pretty well.
I like to talk about them a lot. I use them, like not together, but
obviously, yeah.
Like ones that like, I think those are ones that like, I think you can be most creative with. Especially if you're cooking for a lot of people. They're great for tailgating if, you guys are throwing football parties or whatever. Now that, here we are in October, it's baseball playoff time, and hopefully everyone's continuing to get out and grill. But those 2, man, like you can do anything. Like, smoked cream cheese, deviled eggs, mac and cheese. You can put them on, any cuts of meat, I think, in my mind. They're 2 solid ones.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's do that. Let's find somebody here. All right. I just got an email here. I don't have a name or an address, so Rains Pete 65. Rains Pete 65.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Again, if you want to be included in these giveaways we're doing all year long, head over to Burn Pit BBQ, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll be automatically subscribed to the newsletter, but then also be included in these weekly giveaways that we're doing. And we'll get that out to you and ship you some of our products and stuff that we got going on here. So just another way for us to give back this year to everybody that's been following us and subscribing and helping us grow the business. So we appreciate that. And the podcast too. Like if you're listening to this and you're finding some value or at least some entertainment from it, go ahead, share it with your friends, because that's one way we get it out there is and how people find us is through other people. So we appreciate that. But anything else, Ben, before we wrap this one up here?
No, man, I don't think so.
I think we're coming up on number 150 soon.
Soon?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Couple weeks.
Couple more weeks. Yeah, we'll probably hit it by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, it's exciting.
That is, man. That is.
Who would have thought, huh?
Yeah.
Still in the basement, though.
Still in the basement, though. Maybe one day we'll upgrade. We tried the video stuff. It just got too time consuming. So maybe we can find a way to do it easier so we can do the video too and get it up on YouTube. Because apparently people like to see and hear. I don't know. I'm more of just like listening to podcast guy kind of guy. Like I don't need to see you talking, but
you're not missing anything.
Yeah, for us, yeah. But apparently people like it watching. So
okay.
We'll have to kind of get creative and maybe try something new again to get the video up on the YouTube channel.
Sure.
You can always go out to our YouTube too. Subscribe out there too. Burn Pit BBQ. Sometimes I put recipes and stuff out there.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Then have a safe trip up to Michigan, and talk to you next week.
All right. Sounds good, buddy. Thank you. Take it easy.